I've gotten, once again, very involved in trying to eat a whole lot cleaner and a whole lot better. You know, how you wake up one morning and just go, it's time. And the reason I did that was obviously for health issues, right? And it was funny because of what I'm doing, there are tons and tons and tons of recipes that require having an air fryer. Why? Because air frying substitutes oils, which we know can be so damaging to our health. And then what it does, it gives you the exact same taste of oils, actually a better taste without using the oils. Like there was this tater tot recipe that needed an air fryer. And if you're thinking about doing that and eliminating a lot of really nasty oils in your life, you really have to have an air fryer. But this actually goes more and does more than that. This bakes, it also is gonna broil for you, it's gonna toast for you. So all those appliances you have that's sitting on top of your counter right now, taking up all that real estate, we've combined it into one single brilliant unit from Dash. So air fry, bake, broil, warm, and toast, all in this awesome unit. We have two colors. I think this is the only colors we have left now, right? So these are almost gone. We have black and red, two favorites. We're on sale, not at $129. We are way down to $69.99. Stephanie Roberts, hello, it is so good to see you. It's been a hot minute.
It has. Great to see you, Suzanne. Yeah, I got to tell you, for this price, you could literally replace every other countertop appliance you have, because this guy from Dash is going to do it all. First of all, I love the stainless steel front. Very classy, looks awesome. You're going to see how it slides right under my counters without any problem. But do you see the rotating basket in there? First of all, not all air fryers rotate on their own. You often have to get it out and give the basket a shake. But awesome. I absolutely do not have to give that a shake. I can watch it do its job all on its own. So that really means I'm getting some awesome browning on my food. All right, but let's talk about the food, because that's what this is all about. Dash is giving us the ability to not only have a great rotating basket, but get it in and out without any problems. And it's the crispy crunchy, Suzanne, that you were talking about. Yeah. It doesn't really matter what it is you're cooking in here. You are guaranteed that 365 degrees of it are going to be absolutely crispy and wonderful. Look at that. I love the fact that my fries come out golden brown every single time. And maybe I want to do sweet potato fries. Maybe I want to do zucchini fries. As you said, if you're trying to eat cleaner, this is not about traditional fried food. It is about anything that you want to get crispy and crunchy for you. So it can be whatever you want it to be. This time of year, I love to slice up the sweet potatoes and get the crispy crunchy there. I don't have to always be grabbing food from the freezer, but if I want to grab food from the freezer, this is the best way to do it. Now, here's what makes this such an incredible value. It's a great air fryer, yes. And I do feel like by now, most of us kind of get what an air fryer is all about. If you haven't gotten one yet, get one that does more than one thing. It doesn't just have to air fry. Look at the size here. I can take my rack and I can get an entire pie in here. So now I'm thinking, okay, this isn't just an air fryer. When we get to the holidays, when we get to, you know, maybe Father's Day, you're having people over, whatever the reason is, I now have a whole extra oven, 10 liters capacity inside, enough to do my casseroles, enough to do my pies. So I really appreciate the fact that I don't just have to do this because I'm looking at, you know, an extra oven. I'm looking at a way that I can now use this 2 different levels if I need to, several different things at once if I want to, but yet it's still a great air fryer. So you mentioned liking to crisp things up. Grilled cheese sandwiches, one of my favorite things to air fry. And here's the reason why. The air is gonna circulate, because this is the concept of an air fryer, all around the food. Every little inch of the food gets covered by that hot air. So in the case for grilled cheese, now I don't have to worry about it not being done on one side. Now I don't have to worry about remembering to flip it. It's all gonna take care of itself. So you can see the unit itself could not be easier. Here's my options. Air fry, it even broils, which is amazing to have a countertop oven that does that. I can use it as a warmer, I can bake, I can toast to 4 different colors. But again, for my grilled cheese, I'm gonna go ahead and air fry. Grilled cheese, very, very quick. About 4 to 5 minutes. So we're gonna set it right there and let it go. Temperature-wise, about 350 for grilled cheese. You see there's also the rotate button. That's for when I'm using the basket. Other things I like to use in my basket, Chicken wings, so good in the basket. Brussels sprouts, Suzanne, that'll be perfect for you. You're trying to eat some cleaner foods.
Yeah.
For me, it's all about trying to get more vegetables into my diet. Put them in the air fryer. They get crispy, they get crunchy, and you know where I don't want to put them? In this big old oven.
Right.
Because this time of year, that oven, we had it on earlier tonight and the whole kitchen went up about 15 degrees. My air conditioner's chugging away. I don't need that.
Right.
I can do everything right here. I mean, unless it's a turkey, right? But I'm not making a turkey. This is what I made for dinner. Lasagna and garlic bread. I don't have to heat up my oven to cook lasagna.
And
this
I mean,
is an oven.
that's a full lasagna, guys. That's not like a little baby lasagna. Like, that's really feeding the gang when they come over. Here's what's gonna happen is you're gonna get this tonight and you're getting it home. You'll use it so much that your oven becomes jealous. It starts giving you a side eye. Like, your oven looks at you like, really? Hey, what happened to me? You don't need to use that big old oven anymore. Whether it's baking little cookies if you want to, making brownies, making the lasagna, doing a beautiful chicken inside here, that'll work as well. You will be shocked at how much you can do and the capacity it holds, but it doesn't have a giant footprint. Look at the size. I mean, it's easy. I can move it around if I need to, but now say goodbye to using your oven because you don't have to. And now you won't even have to use oils for fried food taste. You're going to use the air fryer. And I am telling you, there are hundreds of thousands of air frying recipes that taste absolutely delicious, but a lot of air fryers, everything sits, and unless you get in there and open them up and stir everything around, you don't get that perfect air fried results. That basket is the game changer here, guys, because that's going to automatically let that extreme heat circulate perfectly so you don't have any wet spots or nothing ends up being too cooked or too undercooked because of that unique basket. Guys, you also get instructions with recipes so you're not going to get lost when you get it at home. I have to show you this because this is such an awesome deal. And remember, I said this hour is all about super sales. This is great. You're getting this beautiful utensil set, right? You get 1, 2, 3, 5 utensils. This is even one for meats, so you can kind of cut your meats up. And you get the holder, which is really cool. This is now $10, okay? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So you get all new utensils, which are awesome. And these are from Dash, the Smart Store 5-piece utensil set with the holder for $10. And remember, that's got 5 flex pays. So if you've got old burnt utensils or they're melted or they're orange because they were light colored and now they're stained, grab this while we have it available. It looks great. And these are awesome. Really, look how pretty these are. These are heavy duty, gorgeous utensils for $10. Just wanted to point that out because you'll use them a lot and it's such a good deal. All right, Steph, I know you have more examples to show us. Give us something that maybe we would be and find unexpected that we can do inside here.
Oh, I've got something unexpected. And these are so on right now, like on trend. Sheet pan dinners. Doesn't get easier than this. You put your protein, you put your veggies, you put your potatoes, you mix them all maybe with a little olive oil, a little seasoning, and then you can pop them in your air fryer. Now, for this, I'm going to do it as a bake function. By the way, look at the double-decker feature here. Not only did I pull out the lasagna, but I also pulled out the garlic bread because I've got options here. So I can put my rack back in, and then I can put my tray right on it. And I am now good to do so many different things. This is one of my favorite things to do, especially in the summer. Maybe you're just making dinner for 1 or 2 people. And again, don't heat up that oven, but you've got 3 different courses now set on the oven, ready to go. So I'm gonna keep this on the bake function because I've got raw chicken in there. It's gonna take me a little bit longer, so we'll put it to 20 minutes. And temperature-wise, I'm gonna put that up to 400 degrees. But think about, if you were running your big oven for 400 degrees at 20 minutes, that is an air conditioning nightmare for me. And by the way, the glass makes me so happy because I don't have to open my oven to peek in it. I can see exactly what's going on here. And if I wanted to add a different layer and, you know, maybe do some more garlic bread there, I could do that. By the way, thank you for shouting out the utensils. These are so nice. So then I just moved my son into his first apartment. Who knows what he'll do with his utensils, but he wanted them. That's always a good start. I paid like $10 for 2, and they were not this nice. So totally excited about the fact that we're getting utensils there. And as you can see, that will be very useful as we are making all of our casseroles. Couple of other things I want to shout out. I heard you mention cookies earlier. I mean, listen, it's summertime, right? If you want to put the kids together some cookies, you can do that. You can actually look at how perfect they come out on the bottom. You're not having any, you know, uneven baking, any discoloration, anything like that. And obviously I'm going to spread them out nicely to bake them, but I wanted to show you that you can use the sheet pan that comes with it, because we're getting a sheet pan, we're getting an air fry basket, we're getting a regular rack, and then of course, what I do think is one of the best parts, as you mentioned, we are getting the rotating drum, because most of my air fryers that I've had, that I owned and worked with, haven't had this. So then I'm getting out and shaking the basket. I love the fact that this is gonna do the rotating for me and I don't have to shake it. And then finally, you know, this almost seems like such an afterthought, but finding a good toaster is hard to do. This also acts as that old-fashioned toaster oven you might still have. I know I keep telling my mom she needs to get with the times and have one that does everything, but you do want an oven that does great toast. This has 4 different settings, and it really, as you can see by those lines, holds true to great even toasting. So you don't need just a boring air fryer. You don't need your toaster oven. You don't need your regular toaster. And stop heating up your house with that big oven. These are all things you can do right here on the counter. And speaking of the counter, I love how it slides back right under the cupboard. So it's not overly obtrusive. It's not taking up a ton of room. And the front is beautiful. I mean, to have that stainless steel front, I'll be honest, the accent color of red is fun, but color really didn't become a factor to me because I am just loving the stainless.
Well, and just a little heads up too, if you want the black, here's how many I have left. I have 900 left. If you want that red, I've got fewer than 500. The red's almost gone. And why do you get it today? Because the price is exceptional. This is normally $129. So I did the math quickly. I think it's like $50 off. I think I did that right. That's a really exceptional price to get something that's so functional and it looks good and it's so versatile. Like if I'm gonna buy appliances for my kitchen, you know, we could buy a toaster, right? How much are those? 30 bucks, maybe even more. You could buy an air fryer that doesn't have that spinning bucket. That is huge. That's kind of the game changer. How much is just a basic air fryer? Well, go online. You can see them on .com and they can be 70, 80, even over $100. Then how much is an oven? You know, how much do you spend on an oven? That's kind of ridiculous, but several $100s. You now have all of that, but it's so much more convenient. You're gonna love when you come home after a really long day, or you got a bunch of kids and you're like, I gotta feed them fast, and throw it in here and they're gonna be able to get that yummy taste without any of the guilt. I just wanna show you, we got this pretty good here, but I also, oh, that's a great example. I want you to see these wings. Look at how crisp they are. These look like somebody absolutely deep fried them. Like you went to a restaurant, you ordered those yummy, crispy fried, deep fried wings. No, this was actually done in this air fryer. So understand, you get more flavor, you get what we love, that crunch, but you actually get better taste because it's not coated with oils anymore. You're using the brilliance of air frying. And all you have to do is take, I swear, a couple of seconds on Google or go online on the internet and look up air frying recipes. It is where everybody's going because everybody, you should know, oils are just so deeply bad for you, except, you know, avocado's pretty decent and there's some good oils out there. But in general, fried foods, you gotta stay away from them, but we miss them because they're delicious and we love them, we want them. This gives you that taste, gives you better flavor without any of the guilt anymore. And Stephanie, I'll tell you, I think this is one of the most versatile units that we have ever offered. Because you know, Steph, we've sold plenty of just air fryers. We have to shake the basket and do all that. This one has so many more capabilities than our typical air fryer would usually offer.
Absolutely. And Suzanne, that air fryer where you have to shake the basket that does nothing but air fry, I paid way more than $69 for it too. So yeah, the value here is absolutely off the charts, and it's Dash, so you know it's gonna be incredibly user-friendly and that's gonna do everything it's supposed to do. All right, it's not a good day if I don't get to check on a grilled cheese sandwich with you all. Oh, look at the brown, that is so pretty. This is hot, hot, so I'm gonna let it sit for just a second. I just wanna remind you, you can air fry in the basket, you can air fry in the rotating basket as well, so you have options. It held a 9-inch pie. I would give anything to have a second oven about 3 days a year, and the rest of the time I'm gonna use it as the air fryer. Yep. Of course, there's the French fries. We can put that basket into air fry with the mozzarella sticks as well. But you know, let's see, are we ready? Oh, we're ready. This, oh, it's hot. This
a grilled ham and cheese sandwich, girl.
About.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that beautiful golden brown color. I mean, we're not just air frying, we are looking absolutely gorgeous, crispy, and crunchy. I'd show you more cheese, but it is burning hot, so I'm going to put it down before I do that. But the amount of different things that we have been able to do all by turning a dial. It's intuitive. Sometimes I know when we get new kitchen devices, we worry about, am I ever gonna know how they work? This one couldn't be simpler. Sometimes I like not having digital. You can just read, bake, warm, broil, and air fry. And by the way, broil, what a great addition. I've certainly had countertop ovens before, but I've never had a countertop broiler. Again, nothing heats up your kitchen quicker than running this guy on broil. So if I just want to get a little crispy crunchy on my mac and cheese, or if I just want to add a little something something to the top of my leftovers, these are spot on, the best way to reheat leftovers you have ever heard of. So again, I use it day in and day out. I love the fact that it's easy, it's convenient, it's not a one-trick pony, and best of all, I can sit here and it's warm, but it is not making a mess out of my, air conditioning and temperature in the kitchen. And look at how well it's doing with that chicken. Should we take a peek?
Yeah, and
Let's take
Steph,
a peek.
what's amazing to me is the footprint is so easy. Like, it does fit underneath the cabinet. It doesn't take up a ton of space. You can get rid of a lot of other tools that you have in your kitchen because it replaces all of those things in one really great unit. Think how just the real estate you'll save by switching to this. All right, Steph, we got to say goodbye for now. Thank you for hanging out with us today.
Absolutely, good to see you.
She's going to do the next item too. I'm not letting her go just yet. By the way, if you want the red, we're down to the final 300. If you want the black, we're down to the final 800. We have never done a better price. And I did want to point out FlexPay down there. Any major credit card, you can get this home right now for $14.